Welcome back to the channel, and today, we're diving into something truly unique, fun, and incredibly underrated of the Suzuki Cappuccino. This tiny roadster from the 1990s might look small and unassuming, but trust me, it packs way more personality and performance than you'd expect at first glance. So buckle up as we take a deep dive into everything from its design to how it drives and what it'll cost to own one today. Let's start with what you see first of the exterior. The Suzuki Cappuccino was designed to meet Japan's car regulations, which meant it had to stay within specific dimensions, and that's why it looks so compact. It's just under 3.3 meters long and 1.4 meters wide, but Suzuki somehow managed to make it look like a proper sports car. With its long hood, short rear end, and curvy fenders, it's got that classic roadster vibe going on. Pop-up headlights were never part of the design, but the rounded headlights and clean lines still give it a timeless appeal. The real party trick though? The roof. It's made of 3 removable panels and a rear glass section, so you can drive it as a coupe, a Targa, or a full convertible. For a car of its size and price, that's just incredible. Now when you open the door and slide into the Cappuccino, you're greeted with a cabin that's tight, but thoughtfully put together. It's definitely a snug fit if you're over 6 feet tall, but the seating position is low, sporty, and surprisingly comfortable for a car. The dashboard is very 90s, but in a good way. Simple, analog gauges, tactile buttons, and no unnecessary clutter. What stands out is how driver-focused everything feels. The steering wheel is small and responsive, the gear shifter feels precise, and visibility is great with the top down. There isn't much in the way of modern tech or infotainment. No touchscreen, no Bluetooth, no advanced driver aids, but that's not the point of the Cappuccino. It's raw, mechanical, and connected, the kind of driving experience that reminds you why you love cars in the first place. But let's talk about performance, because this is where the Cappuccino really surprises people. Under the hood, or more accurately under that tiny front bonnet, is a 657cc 3-cylinder turbocharged engine. Now, I know what you're thinking of. This sounds like a lawnmower. But Suzuki tuned this engine to produce about 63 horsepower, which might not sound like much, but in a car that weighs under 700 kilograms, it's enough to put a huge smile on your face. The power delivery is smooth, and the turbo kicks in just when you need that little extra push. 0 to 60 miles per hour takes just under 9 seconds, which again, might not seem quick on paper, but the way it delivers that speed, with a raspy exhaust note and go-kart-like handling, makes every drive an event. The front-rear weight distribution is nearly perfect, and the rear-wheel drive setup means it handles more like a tiny Miata than a commuter car. Plus, it has a 5-speed manual gearbox that's slick and engaging. Honestly, it's one of those cars where speed isn't the main thrill, it's the experience. Another bonus? The Cappuccino is super efficient. With fuel economy figures easily exceeding 40 miles per gallon, you won't be burning a hole in your wallet at the gas pump. And because it was built to meet car standards, maintenance costs are also refreshingly low. It's simple, reliable, and parts are still relatively easy to find, especially if you're comfortable sourcing them from Japan. Now let's talk about pricing. Back when it was first launched in Japan in the early 90s, the Cappuccino was quite affordable, targeted toward young drivers who wanted something sporty without breaking the bank. Fast forward to today, and this little gem has developed a cult following, especially among enthusiasts outside Japan. In the used market, prices vary depending on condition, mileage, and whether it's been modified, but generally speaking, you can find decent examples starting around $8,000 to $12,000. Pristine, low mileage, or well-restored versions might push closer to $15,000 or even $20,000 in some cases. It's not exactly dirt cheap anymore, but for a rare, fun-to-drive, classic Japanese roadster with serious charm, it still offers a lot of bang for your buck. The Suzuki Cappuccino isn't a car for everyone. It's tiny, impractical by most standards, and lacks modern features. But for those who understand what it's about, it's a pure, joyful driving experience. It's a celebration of lightweight engineering, clever design, and the kind of analog feel that's becoming harder and harder to find in modern cars. Whether you're a collector, a JDM fan, or just someone who appreciates cars with character, the Cappuccino delivers way more than you'd expect from something that looks like it could fit in your suitcase. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Got questions about the Cappuccino, or maybe you've owned one yourself? Drop a comment below, I'd love to hear your stories. Catch you in the next one.